to the Batmobile. Let's go.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
Welcome back, Basement Boy Banter, episode 59 on a very fine Monday evening?
Monday afternoon, evening area.
Pre-evening?
Pre-evening.
Pre-evening? Happy Monday pre-evening. That's a thing. Look into it. We're Basement Boy Banter. I'm Thor. That's Brian. Episode 59. We recap the week in Nerd. Most of the time, that's what we do. And this week is no different. Some stuff is from last week. Since it's Monday, a couple of things dropped today. So we're going to start with the new, then we'll go back to the old. And that's how we're going to run it. No WWE Minute anymore because we got Wrestling in the Basement, which it's also Monday. So Raw's on next. And then Wrestling in the Basement will be up tonight, right after this episode posts, shortly, after we get done taping it. Within hours, actually. Not days. Crazy. All right, let's start it off this week. So, all of a sudden today, breaking news, Superman is going to appear on Supergirl Season 2 premiere. I think Supergirl got moved to the CW. It's not on CBS anymore. Now it's over with Flash and Arrow in the CW. I don't even think we mentioned that on the show.
Probably not.
But I'm pretty sure that's a real thing. I'm pretty sure. But who knows? It's not going to be Henry Cavill. It's not going to be Superman from the movies. It's going to be...
They're separate universes, right? That's how DC runs it.
Exactly. So we don't know what Superman it's going to be. There's some that want it to be Smallville Superman.
I wouldn't be against that.
Tom Wellington, something like that, I think his name is. Don't quote me on that one. But some are saying it's going to be him. We'll see. I mean, I think... Supergirl started really strong in the ratings, right? And then it kind of dipped.
Did it? I just remember us being
know.
We watched
we watched one episode and we didn't love it. Mm-hmm. So we stopped. We're really bad with TV anyways.
Well, it's got to be worth our time. There's too many things, especially right now I'm catching up on Game of Thrones. So
we started Game of Thrones from the beginning. But yeah, we're season 3 episode. Chris, what episode? 2? Yep. 2. So perfect. It's amazing. I don't know. I love that show. But we're really bad with TV shows most of the time. And if it wasn't for Game of Thrones, let's be honest, Chris is the main reason that keeps me on track with that because he's sit down and watch an episode.
Oh, yeah.
Or else I just dance around like an idiot and do random things like I normally do.
Or watch old South Park.
Or watch old South Parks or Bob's Burgers for the 50 millionth time in a row. But yeah, Superman and Supergirl, we'll see. I don't know what it means. It'll be interesting. If they ever do a Batman in a Batman and Arrow or a Batman and Flash, then I'll be like, okay, I'm going to take notice at that point. We'll probably watch the Superman on Supergirl thing just so we can talk about it. Just like last season, though, we'll watch the first episode, and then that'll be it.
Unless it vastly somehow improves.
Unless that first episode just hooks me, and it's got to hook deep. I'm not a flesh wound, all the way in the mouth. All the way in the mouth. Some other big news that dropped this morning. Pacific Rim 2, it was dead. It's alive. We don't know who's in it. We think dude from Sons of Anarchy. Wow, I can't remember his name anymore. Charlie Hunnam. There we go. It came back to me. Tucker, I don't know where the hell that came from. I don't know if he's going to be back in it, but John Boyega from Star Wars Episode 7 is apparently cast as Idris Elba's son and is the main lead in the movie, which I find interesting. But then again, didn't they go at the end of the Pacific Rim, didn't they go into the vortex?
Not exactly. They sent a thingy into the vortex. But then didn't they actually have to go into it at the end to get it closed?
They did. It's been a little bit since I've watched the movie, so I'm hazy on the end of it.
They went in with their robot, but then ejected out.
Oh, okay. So maybe they'll be like elder statesmen. Who knows when it's going to take place?
Well, and from what I understood, don't quote me because it's been killed and revived a million times. But the idea, and this is actually something me and Martin joked about, but then I read somewhere that this was the idea for the plot. Charlie in the first one, I don't even know what his character's name.
I can't remember.
But he because him and that other scientist like connect to the
Oh yeah,
kaiju.
yeah, yep.
Like they become evil or whatever and help the. You know what I mean? Like because they connected.
Maybe.
They did a whatever mental connection with
thing,
them.
yeah.
With the kaiju, so they become evil or whatever. And I heard that was what was on the slate for number 2. But now
who knows?
Yeah,
I mean,
again,
who knows what the plot's
been
going to be?
boom.
Right. I like to see. I mean, I like John Boyega in episode 7, so I'm curious to see him in Pacific Rim 2. I like Pacific Rim the first one. Different director. It's not going to be Guillermo del Toro. I forget who's directing it. We just talked about that a few weeks ago, but they got a pretty cool director. I can't remember who it is.
That's how cool they are.
That's how cool they are. But John Boyega in that, I'm cool with it. I think it's a good casting. I don't think it's,
Once we get into casting means nothing to me. This movie's been killed and revived so many times.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they never cast for it. That's a step in, that's actually happening.
I mean, it's a step in the right direction.
Because we still don't know who Captain Marvel is yet.
Yeah.
We'll get there later. We got another name to add to the list, the ever-growing list. Justice League Action, the Teen Titans Go-esque cartoon that's going to be.
Yeah.
They did a character reveal. They had Lobo, Dr. Fate, Mr. Fantastic, Harley Quinn, Hawkman, Blue Beetle. I mean, they had a whole bunch. So it's more going to be like a Justice League Unlimited than like your Justice League. Right. Or it's going to be rotating rosters and stuff like that. I'm cool with it. I'm still hesitant about the cartoons idea, the way they're going to execute it. But hey, I'll probably watch it maybe, or I'll see it on at the gym because I see Teen Titan Go at the gym all the time. So, we'll see. I don't know. I don't have a lot of high hopes for that one. Just give me some more Young Justice.
Yeah.
Realistically, I'm just waiting for Killing Joke. Fuck everything else.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally, it debuts at Comic-Con. I'm just waiting on Killing Joke because that's gonna change. That's game changer right there.
Game changer.
Game changer. I'm calling it right now. Other news that dropped Monday morning. Brock Lesnar, and this is, I know no WWE Minute, but this is kind of like more broader news. Lesnar's going to fight in UFC 200, which he hasn't fought in UFC in like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years, maybe something like that. Maybe even longer. So he's going to it's one fight. It's a one-off. And it happens next month in July. He's fighting some dude. And then he's coming back to WWE for SummerSlam.
Oh.
Yep. So, interesting. It'll be... What the heck? Why is it... You hear that? You got it?
I don't know.
That was weird.
That was weird. All of a sudden you were talking.
All of a sudden we could hear it. So, sorry. We're, amateurs over here, clearly. Something else I want to bring up. Speaking of TV shows that we're not good at watching, but so we're good with Netflix shows. Like, we are good with Netflix shows. One of us is better than the other one. One of us doesn't do so hot. But we're pretty good with Netflix shows. We're better than average. If we were a student, we'd be like a B with Netflix shows.
Yeah, but I'm carrying your grade.
Whatever. That's fine. So like real school, someone else is carrying me. Voltron drops on Netflix on Friday. There's like a movie, and then Duker, shut the fuck up. My dog. Sorry. Shut the fuck up. Come here, Dukers. Voltron drops all 10 episodes plus a movie on Friday on Netflix. We're going to watch them, right? And talk about them? Because we don't have anything going on right now. Come here.
That's easy for you to say. You don't know my life.
I know your life pretty well. This is Dukers, everybody. Dukers, say hello to everybody. He's been sitting there moaning and crying the entire time we've been shooting this episode. That's why I had to scream at him. So I'm pretty nice to my dogs, I promise, but he's an asshole. So, and he's fat. He's a fat asshole. So, everyone's got one in their lives, right? Right? Everyone knows a fat asshole. Don't get me started on fat assholes. Let's go to last week's news. Anthony Hopkins in Transformers 5. I don't know why, but why not, right? Megatron is coming back, which apparently he was Galvatron in the fourth one, but I blocked that out of my memory because that movie's so horrible. So some are speculating, and this is pure speculation here at this point, that Unicron is coming back. or they're going to introduce Unicron, and that's how Megatron's going to get his body back.
Right.
Because realistically, in the 1987 animated movie, that's the best Transformers movie to date. Unicron is what makes him Galvatron. They now they're going to reverse engineer what actually is supposed to happen. Whatever, I'm fine with it. It's probably going to be an abomination just like the last one, but whatever. It is what it is at this point, you know? Like, it really is what it is. News I'm actually excited for, because it's Transformers, who cares? Namor. Namor is... I'm going to really, really dumb this down. Aquaman for Marvel. Pretty much. I know there's a lot of differences, hardcore nerds out there, and don't get mad. I'm talking general people watching. Namor is Aquaman, water hero for Marvel. There you go. Apparently, there's been a big kerfuffle with his rights for like years now. Because for a long time, it was thought Fox had it, because he originally appeared in like a Fantastic Four. But someone, I can't remember, there was an interview just recently that said, nope, it's Marvel Studios has the Namor rights. Like, they don't have Fantastic Four, they don't have X-Men, but Namor is owned by them, which I thought was pretty interesting. I don't know if they're going to do anything with it, but that it's not a Fox property is, you know, interesting to me that they have it. Yeah, it's a possibility. You can't rule it out at this point.
I mean, considering it's in the same vein as Aquaman,
yeah,
it'll probably... I mean, they already have so much on their plate.
Right.
But if Aquaman does well, I imagine
I was just thinking that same thing. If Aquaman does well, I would almost assume you might see a Namor. Maybe phase 5, phase 6.
Yeah.
If we get that far, who knows? There's been that dreaded superhero fatigue thing being thrown around lately because these movies aren't performing as well.
Oh, yeah.
But they're still making a shit ton of money. It's just they're not making a shit ton more than the last one. There's a ceiling here, people. There's only so much earning potential realistically. You know what I mean? But whatever. That's not what we're talking about. Oh, okay. So let's throw another name for the list of Captain Marvel. So we've got Emily Blunt. We've talked about forever. Ronda Rousey.
Your favorite choice?
Whatever happened to her? Did she disappear? I don't know. Whatever.
I thought she died.
Whatever. What's the other one? The one that was in Battlestar Galactica. Katie Sackhoff. We've had that name thrown out there. We've had Charlize Theron's name floated out there. Now we got a new contender to the Captain Marvel belt. It's Brie Larson. Brie Larson was in Gone Girl?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what you said to me yesterday.
That's what I said to you yesterday. Brie Larson was in Gone Girl. I think she won an Oscar for that. Don't quote me on that one either. But no, I liked that movie a lot. I liked her in it. I don't know about her as Captain Marvel, but Chris Evans endorsed her, so take that for what you will. There's a new Thor shirt that they made for Civil War, which I don't know why, because Thor wasn't in Civil War. I got to get it. I can't. What is it? It says something like, I'd rather be dating Thor or something like that. I don't know. I gotta get it. I gotta get that shirt. That's just random thought of the day for me. So, news that's meh. Pennywise. Remember it? Clown?
Yeah.
They cast him. It's Bill Skarsgård. I don't know who he is.
It sounds familiar.
But Bill Skarsgård is going to be our new Pennywise. Good luck. Good luck living up to Tim Curry's portrayal. Good luck. That's all I'm going to say. Good luck. Realistically, good luck. So,
it's possible though.
The Flash got a new director. It had a director. That director dipped. They got a new director. Have you seen the movie Dope? It's on Netflix.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it.
I haven't seen it either, but I've heard good things. So his name is Rick, and he's got a last name I'm not going to try to butcher, but he's a guy, and he's directing The Flash. He's directed a couple other things that I hadn't seen either when I looked at the IMDb page. But I've heard good things about The Flash, and it's so far down the line, who knows? I mean, ever since Batman vs. Superman, everyone's in panic mode, it seems, about, Warner Brothers and like the DC
One
movies.
lukewarm movie, and they're like,
It wasn't even a bad movie. It wasn't the best movie ever, but it wasn't a horrible movie.
But that's why I say lukewarm.
And Suicide Squad could put all this to rest. You know what I mean? August hits, Suicide Squad drops, and we could be...
Or make it 100 times worse.
Or it's going to amplify, or it's going to turn... Yeah, that's true. It could go either way. Thor Ragnarok is going to have a Planet Hulk element to it. This is not news, realistically. We've known this for a while. It's like Thor and Hulk buddy cop in space movie. sounds awesome, by the way.
Oh,
with a Planet Hulk,
so good.
with a Planet Hulk twist and Ragnarok, and you're talking Jeff Goldblum as the Grand Master, which he was just in an interview saying he gives in to all his desires and stuff like that. Like he like just seeks out, like he's like not a good person. You know what I mean? I don't know. It all sounds quite amazing. I think this could be the best Thor movie yet. And I'll be super excited
honestly,
about that.
The most exciting part is, and who knows, but let's be honest here. The 2 Thor movies are probably some of the least well-performing Marvel movies.
I can't argue that.
Most people, and I love both of them.
The first Thor movie I like better than the second Thor
Honestly,
movie,
I like the second one better.
Really?
But that doesn't mean I won't say that they're both probably... If someone was to come up to me and say those 2 are the worst Marvel movies, I'd be like, I like them, but there's not a lot of points.
Right.
So if this one can do as well as I'm hoping, then that's just more power to Thor.
I hope it works.
I hope that, especially because it's
it's going to be the last. It's like the final installment of Thor, probably, because Infinity War is coming, which isn't Infinity War anymore, but whatever they're going to call it, that's coming, and who knows what's going to happen after that. Probably not a Thor 4 is in the works. You got Doctor Strange. You got a lot of stuff. Ant-Man and the Wasp needs to come out. There's a lot of things. Captain Marvel movies.
Well, and if they keep going with Thor, Inhumans, maybe their plan is
he can more be just like a he could more be just like in the big team up movies. You know what I mean? And not really have a standalone.
And they might even just throw him in other things besides just the big team ups, like Guardians of the Galaxy.
I can't believe you just said that, because James Gunn posted a picture last week holding Thor's hammer with like no caption, nothing, and everyone just thought it was like, I'm thinking Thor might be popping up in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I think that might be because Infinity Stones, they dealt with one.
Well, not only that, but literally his buddies talked to the Collector before the Collector friggin'
dealt with the Guardians. Yeah. Like, so that you have the connection right there. So I could see that happening. But, that's pretty much it for this week. I'm pumped for Voltron on Netflix. I think we'll recap. Maybe we'll break it into 2 pieces. We'll do a 2-part recap, because it is 10 episodes and a movie. So maybe we'll do the movie, and then we'll do...
Well, we could do the movie, and this is behind the scenes. The movie we could get done real quick.
Right, and then we could do...
And then the episodes are going to take you at least a month, but I should be able to get a week or so.
Give me a week, I'll get her done. With
Game of Thrones?
With...
Yeah, a month.
And NXT TakeOver happening Wednesday. So 2 wrestling in the basements this week. We got Raw. We're going to do the NXT TakeOver one. Maybe just be me. Maybe me and Brian. Brian will be here for the Raw one tonight for Wrestling in the Basement. So that'll be up later tonight. But this is episode 59. Episode 60 next week. 60. Don't even fucking make the joke. Until then, you know where to find us. You know what to do. We'll see you on the next episode.
The handles. I didn't say a word.
I'm going to take a handle and do something. Next time. Deuces. If you like what you just saw, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and like our Facebook page.